Monday.
Happy Monday.
Oh my gosh. How was your weekend?
It was good. How was yours?
Busy. Busy, busy, busy. But the last week of Maps Australia is airing. We're wrapping it
Wow.
up.
Wow.
Watched episode 30 this morning at 6 a.m. It was the first filler episode for me.
Really?
Yeah, episode 30 was kind of filler for me, but still good. Still good. Because you can see an impending implosion for next week. It's like the setup for next week.
Gotcha.
All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to the commentary zone. Happy Monday to you all. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Come and join us to discuss these stupid little reality TV shows that we so love to watch. Who's in the chat today? Hey, Steven. Hey, Black Lavender. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to y'all. Hold on, is Bria in here? Hey, Bria. Everybody's saying hi to Bria. Yeah, there she is. Hey, Queen Bria. Welcome, welcome. All right. Hey, that girl. All right. So on the docket today, we have Love Off the Grid, Season 1, Episode 2, Shacking Up. I'm liking this show.
It's really
It's
good.
weird. I know it's going to get gross soon, but I'm intrigued. I couldn't do it.
No.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But kudos to them. Oh my God. So who do you want to dive in first? Because it's the same four couples
Yeah.
from
Love
last
it.
time.
We should start with Spence and Lindsay.
Spence and Lindsay. Hey, Skippy. Welcome. Spence and Lindsay. Okay. So we see him cleaning up his little house before she arrives because she's moving back in with him. She tried this once before. It didn't work out. She has in her head, she knows what to expect. So she's bringing what she needs to get by. She calls them a few essentials with her. She also has like 3 dogs and he has 2 dogs, and we find out they have differing philosophies on how to raise said dogs. That was also an issue. There's limited space inside of his house to store things. So she has her clothes and she says, is there any place that she can put them? And he gives her a drawer that has mouse droppings in it.
What were your thoughts on that?
How were you cleaning up and you missed the mouse droppings?
Okay, thank you. There we go.
Like, what? Huh? What's your definition of cleaning up, young man?
That's what I was looking at.
What's in your house? Like, you don't hear them at night? I'm asking for a friend.
For me, it was the fact that he was just like, okay.
Yeah, like they're one of the dogs or something.
Right, like they're pets. You know, this is what they do.
But he expected dogs to stay outside in that heat.
Exactly.
But I guess the mice can stay inside.
Right.
And shit wherever they wanna. Okay. When he's constantly making improvements to his little cabin. So he's decided to build some steps to get into the cabin.
Right.
So he wants her to help because apparently that was another issue before. She didn't really want to help do nothing.
And I'm not mad at him for that though, because you can't just come live here and not help. I mean, you could do that. You could do that at your house.
Well, see, I worry about helping too much, and we're gonna get to that when we get to Joe and Maisha. But helping him build a couple of steps, if it's gonna help you get into the damn house instead of having to like do an Olympic sport to hurdle yourself in there, I didn't mind that. And she asked for instructions on how to use the saw. She was helping. She had on her little hat. She was good. But he comes and he asks her if she slept with anyone else while they were broke up for a month.
That's none of your business, first of all. That's how I look at it. Y'all was broken up. It doesn't matter. And why do you care? Because it's not like you guys were in a relationship and she slept with somebody. Y'all have broken up for like a month. So
just because you lonely don't mean she got to be lonely.
Right.
Just saying.
And why would you even ask that? Because if she told you the truth, you would be devastated.
Insecurities.
I agree. But I mean, it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't. But remember, he's younger than her, too.
That is true.
So I saw where that was coming from, and it wasn't on a path to go anyplace good. But she answered him. She said that she has her guy friends, and they just cuddled. And he is jealous.
I hate that. She lying.
Well, we all know what cuddled is.
In my opinion, she lying. Sorry.
What was he cuddling?
Exactly. and with what?
I'm just saying. I
don't like that. When I was watching that, I'm like, you know what? I don't really like the fact that he questioned her about a time when they weren't together. It has nothing to do with you. Then number two, in my opinion, she was lying. Just tell him the truth. Like you said, just because you by yourself don't mean I gotta be by myself.
I don't know how this is gonna work because he says he's a loner, and she says that she's very social. She has friends. She likes to go out. How is this gonna work? And is she gonna be driving all the way back down to the city to do her pedicab job?
Right.
Or is she just not going to work up there? I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, because honestly, it's not like he lives very far out, so the money that she would make is going to be spent mostly on gas.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. And then on top of that, he don't have no refrigerator. He ain't got no stove. He ain't got no toilet. Where's the shower?
I haven't seen that yet.
See, that's why I like Charlie. You know where everything is once you pull up to that house. Everything is there.
But how did you feel when she said, basically it's going to be hard just having you to be with? That was the gist of it.
Because she's a social person. And then she doesn't even have the phone to say that she could FaceTime with somebody.
Correct. But how did you feel about that? And you see the look on his face and how he was like, oh, okay.
He needs to hook up with somebody that's a loner like him.
That's what I was thinking too.
I understand that she feels and he feels like they have a chemistry, but their personalities, like I think she thrives off of social interactions, and being out there would kind of make her wither. I don't think he's enough.
I mean, she's a pedicab driver, so of course she's social. I mean,
yeah, maybe opposites attract in this case.
It could be, but the red flags are clearly there, though. Like, clearly there.
It's interesting.
Because for me, he's still like, I would never tell you like you can't have guy friends. I wouldn't try to control you that way. I'm like, red flag.
If you're saying that, then yes. You are. Or you will.
Because with no cell phone service, he's gonna be like, okay, every time she leaves, where were you? Did you really go to work? Who were you hanging out with? I can just see all that happening.
I hope she lines it up. I hope she keeps all of her stuff in her bag and then hang it from the hook where she got that stupid rainbow chair hanging. No mind. Wait, mice can crawl. And keep it out in your van. I don't know. Queen Bria, haven't watched either, but love Debbie and Jamal and chat. Oh, thanks, Queen Bria.
Thank you.
This is on Discovery Plus. Based on their habits, it should come on TLC in a couple of weeks. So we're using it as filler, but it's quite interesting. Okay, them dog gonna pass the hell out from the heat. Yes. I was thinking that, like, well, some dogs can withstand hot climates. Some dogs were bred for that. I'm not sure about these. Yay, Steps. She better appreciate it. Oh, Steven.
Right?
That girl, I'd be grabbing the hammer. Yeah. Sorry, mice droppings. I'm out of that house. Oh. And that girl agrees with you, Queen. I don't do rodents or bugs. Honestly, when you're going out into the wilderness, that's their territory.
Yeah, true. We're encroaching on their space.
Major cities. There's lots of rats in New York City, and I'm sure in other major cities as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool that she will be empowered. He's got no business asking about during the break. Yeah. No toilet. Spence does not have a toilet. Every morning he gets up and goes out and digs a hole and then brings a little stool with a hole in the seat so that he could pop a squat. That's what she's going to be doing for the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do this. Call me bougie. I don't care. I could not do this.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't do it full time. I could do it on weekends.
No. Like, I could go to the shack, right? Because the shack, we'll get to the shack, but I could do the shack, and I'll give you my reasons why when we get in the shack.
Okay.
What else about Spence and Lindsay?
I think that was pretty much it.
Okay, so who's next?
Do you want to do Maisha and Joe?
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. Josh is Yucca. Joe is
Yeah.
Is ZZ Top. I'm dating myself. Okay, so it's day one on the homestead. He has his tent up for them, and that's where they're gonna sleep. That little scene, I did not want to rewind it, but I swear I saw something dangling down that I really shouldn't have. Discovery Plus, stop it. The scene where he crawls over her and it's dark and he has the light on in the tent and we're just seeing the shadows. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, y'all could cut that out.
He's another one that's digging holes for toilet, but he already dug the hole for her. So like he's trying to be so considerate of her, but I'm just saying, wouldn't it have been better if you had built the first house to bring her to instead of bringing her to a tent?
Yeah.
Considering that she's never lived away from home before. That's all I'm saying. That's a drastic change. Living in the comfort of your own home to go in and sleeping on the dirt ground with him hunching over you at night. Okay. Let's see. I was impressed with her though, because
she jumped right in.
Yes.
I loved it.
She was putting up the size of the thing. She was sawing. He taught her how to use the nail gun. She was into it. I think she was proud of her accomplishments. Yeah.
And I like the fact that he was encouraging. Like, he was encouraging. He's like, okay, do this. He appreciated her help. And like, they already have a quote unquote family dynamic set up and in place. They seem to be on the same page. I'm like, y'all are kind of mature. Like the fact that he had a plan, they've obviously discussed the plan and what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And she just came and jumped right in. And she was honest. She's like, "Is this my thing? No, but if I can help, I'm going to." And she's like, "Anyone else who comes in, I'm
Mm-hmm.
in charge."
Yes, that didn't really bother me. But what I'm wondering about is, okay, so he's bought this 40 acres and he has this plan for all of the use of all of this acreage with his goat farm,
Hmm.
and he's building this community, right?
Right.
Say suppose she stays there for 10 years and she put all her blood, sweat, and tears and maybe even a few dollars into building this community. They break up. What does she leave with? Nothing. She's building up his dreams.
Yeah. This is
Ladies,
what this is what I tell people, though. Investing too much into other people's dreams
that was my only concern with that.
because it's his place.
Exactly. And I don't see them getting married because I just don't think they believe in that kind of,
They don't. They don't.
yeah. I just worry that you're putting in all this sweat equity, and what if?
And no return.
Yeah, a big donger is not a return for me. I need something I could take to the bank.
Right.
I could buy food.
You can't cash that in. Sorry.
No, no. Oh, that was my only, like, that's my. I know, I guess they see this as forever, and I'm being just pessimistic. I do deal with the what ifs.
I mean, you kind of have to, because when you're not married and you're investing into something that's already like pre-existing that you have no claim to, and you're putting a lot of work into it as well. You have to go in with some sort of trepidation and caution. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally get it.
And that's why I'm thinking, like, I wish he had brought her once everything was, at least the first house was done.
Right.
You know, establish yourself first. Mm-mm. Even a composting toilet. Y'all getting down into the nitty gritty. A composting toilet. But I need walls for some things. Yes, an outhouse. I've used an outhouse. It's fun. My mother was scared I was going to fall into it. I was little.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So it had a little step for the kids. But it was it was like a wooden seat in a big pit hole. And I was very little, and my mom would never let me go by myself because she was scared I was going to fall into it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it was an adventure. Not the dangle. Yeah. Did anybody else see a dangle? Yes, stop, gross. Hung like a horse, but still. Oh my God. I was too scared to rewind it. I really was. Oh my God. Hey, Ablavi. Debbie's facial expressions. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to control that. And they're the couple that want submissives to come and do the work. She said, because you heard when she said, we need people out here to do this. Are they bringing in their concubines to do the work?
Yes.
Red flag. I'm not feeling comfortable with that either. I don't know. It's just like the Cody show in the beginning. What? Do you see correlations between y'all talking, Stephen, you talking about Cody Brown and ZZ Top? Yep, can't cash the big donger in the bank. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I don't know if the bootleg Jason Momoa gonna make it living off the grid. I think he's gonna miss his showers the most.
Yeah, exactly. That's his main concern is his showers.
Oh my God, Bria, pay attention to work. The show is on Discovery Plus, and it's called Love Off the Grid, and it's just a mess. Don't get in trouble. Okay, so who's next on this train wreck?
Let's do. Was it Josh? Is it Josh and Angela?
Yes. Okay. I want him to be able to tough it out.
I don't think he can though. Sorry.
Yeah. I think the water is going to be his downfall.
The water and I think he can adjust to the heat. I think it's the whole water conservation issue. I really do.
Baths.
Because remember when he got there, he was like, "Oh, I take a shower like 3 times a day."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I like that." When he said he liked to shower before bed because he doesn't like to get in dirty, he can't sleep that way. I'm like, "Yep, y'all gonna have issues because the moment he uses too much water, she gonna snap at him."
Not only that, you heard he said he liked to be clean when he get into the bed.
Yeah.
I feel she doesn't take a shower before bed because you see how dusty her feet are. I think he's gonna think she's dirty. Mm-hmm.
That could be a problem too.
Because if you're not getting into your bed dirty, your partner, you're going to expect the same thing.
That is true.
And every time you see her feet, she always have on the sandals, the flip-flops, and they're full of dust. Of course, she's in the desert. It's to be expected. But yeah.
It was funny. So I found it interesting. So when they started, it was 110 degrees in the morning. Mm-hmm. Okay, mind you, in the morning.
Right.
And he jumped in. He's doing the thing. I'm like, okay, I see you. I like this. I like this. You know, he was just there for it. And she jumped in and showed him like, hey, this is what we do. Yada yada yada. I'm like, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But when I seen that go into 120, I'm like, excuse you. I mean, you lost me at 110, but you really lost me at 120.
Right, but remember she said you have to get your work done early in the morning or in the evening when it's cooler.
Right.
And you notice when they was digging that hole doing the gardening, he commented on her feet. He said, you in those slippers, like, I'm just worried about you. Like, why are you doing work like that with slippers?
Right. All right. And then like and now what killed me was like when it got you know, the sun went down, right? Mm-hmm. And it was night. Mm-hmm. And it said 90 degrees and I was just like, wait a minute. That's a 30-degree drop, and it's for where I live, that would still be hot. I would still be uncomfortable.
And they built a fire.
Right.
They built a fire. What? Okay. She also mentioned that last night he didn't sleep with her. How much you want to bet he saw her get into that bed without taking a shower?
I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong.
I don't know. She says that she's holding off on sex right now. But she's very flirtatious with him. Is it you who's holding off on the sex or him that's holding off on the sex? I just question that. So they finished trying to do the gardening. I guess they planted a tree. Mm-hmm. Then it gets to the hottest part of the day. So she decides that she's going to teach him how to conserve water because she has to bring in water to her home.
Right.
So if she can conserve water, that's less gas that she has to put in her truck to go and get it, less wear and tear on her truck. So she's saving money if they conserve water. So he takes his first bucket bath, and he full on naked.
Yep.
And she's there blushing. He asked her to scrub his back. She is taking peeks. She does scrub his back for him. She wishes that she could be that free with her body, like how he is. She feels like she's lost a lot of her wild side since being isolated on her ranch ranch. And she hopes that he can bring back some of the, oh, I just met you on the street and I'm giving you a blowjob now kind of personality. Okay, girl, I think you're asking a lot from this young man.
Right.
He says that he's noticed that she's being reserved with him, and that's not what she was like when they first met. However, she is opening up by the time they get out by the campfire. She is flirting. We find out that she used to be a stripper, and she does a little, a little, I can't even call that a lap dance. It was
Right.
just like a lap flop or something. And then she says, they bring the mattress over to in front of the campfire, and she tells him, I want to dance. Seems like he's done dancing before.
Probably.
I was waiting for him to shove her face in his crotch. I really was. Do you think they did it out there?
Yeah.
Okay, I do too. Oh my God. Yeah, and that was it for them. I can't figure him out. I'm wondering. Hey, paranormal. I wonder about his business. Who's running his business? I wonder why he had to come there on a Greyhound bus. I have a lot of questions about him and what his motivations are. I'm with her daughter-in-law.
I mean, for me, it's more like I'm not even concerned about that. I just want to know what the breaking point is going to be, personally.
He did say when they were planting the tree, he's like, I'm here now. I'm gonna help. Help do what? Like, where's your income coming from?
Right.
It's going to be a heavier burden on her to have you there because she's going to have to buy more food, buy more fuel, buy more water, more wear and tear on her truck. I don't know. I can't figure these two out. I just feel it's a little scammerish, and then for storyline. Is it bad?
No.
What year was she a stripper? 1869. Black Lavender, she doesn't look bad for her age, considering she lives where she lives.
Right.
Because honestly, she should look like, I don't know, worn leather.
She takes good care of herself.
Almost. Thank you, Queen Bria, for hitting the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. I don't know. I want her to find someone to be out there with her, because you can tell that being by herself, she has changed. I can see her as that vibrant, flirtatious, woman that she was when she first met him. No one should be lonely. No one. I just don't know if this guy's the right guy for her. Like, what are his motivations? That's all I'm saying.
I just don't think he can hack it.
Steven says, I feel like Josh just left Mama's basement. Oh my God.
Well.
I like Angela too. I do like her. I like what she said up there. You can tell that there has not been a man there because her place is a wreck. She needs somebody to help her with that.
I like them both. But don't think they'll make it together.
I don't like him.
Why?
I don't know. There's just something in the back of my head that's just like, warning, warning, Will Robinson, warning, danger.
I could see it, but I do like him. Like I said, I like him. Initially I thought they had a chance to make it, but after watching this episode, I've changed my mind. No, because he's too caught up on the whole 3 showers a day, the water situation. It's not the heat, it's not the work right now. We're two episodes in, mind you. But his biggest issue is the water and the showers. Like, yeah, that's not gonna work for her. And it's not gonna work for you.
But I mean, when the shower part didn't work and she offered to do the bucket bath, he didn't complain. He just got right into it.
No, I mean, it's gonna be when he wants to have more than one per day is my thing.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm talking about. It's not the how. It's not the how. It's the
Yeah, no,
quantity.
the number and the duration, I
Yes.
get the feeling is going to be an issue. But if you're having this gentleman do a bunch of labor on your property, she's gonna have to give by getting more water. Because paying in puss ain't gonna be enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be a trade-off.
Yeah, she's gonna have to give a little, basically.
And she also has to realize that, okay, so you normally buy water every month and it's just you. You're adding in another person, so you don't think you're going to need more water?
Right. That's a very good point. You consider water based on you as the one person. Right. You're not doing it based on a 2-person type deal. That's a very, very good point.
So I'm wondering if she's thinking about this as well, because I don't want her to be saying, oh my God, since you've come here, my water is going to, yes, because there's another body, a really big body. She's little. He's gigantuan. So it's more skin to wash. Just saying. He wants to be mommied. Yes, because he did say he liked older women.
That is true.
Where's his mama at? Okay, so let's get on. Anything else with Angela and Josh?
Nope.
Okay, so let's get to Charlie and Jennifer. It's day 1 on the mountain. He finally brings her to the cabin, which she calls a shack. We find out that they were together 28 years ago. And she is very nervous about living in the shack. And I think in her head, when she was in Florida on the beach, this was a great idea. And then when she's finally confronted by it and is actually there and seeing the limitations of this place, she starts, like, her anxiety goes to nerves, goes to stress level 1000.
Here's my thing. In my opinion, when she was in Florida on the beach, I don't think she was really thinking about this all the way through. To me, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go camping. That's the way I took it. Like, she knew she was moving, but it was more like, oh, I'll go there. It'll be like camping. No, it's not like camping.
Yes, Stephen, I like Charlie and Jennifer too. Out of everybody, I do like them because he's funny, he's charming. I could see why she would go for him. She just needs to get over these mental hurdles that she's placed for herself.
But she's a creature comfort person, though. Now that's another thing. She's a creature comfort person.
But look at his cabin, though. Look, it had air conditioning. It had a water heater. It had a toilet. It had a sink. It have a bathtub and a shower. Come on. It even got a stove. It's outside with the bathtub and the shower. But it got a stove.
It has everything you need.
And you saw those copper pots that he had? Those are expensive. This man has money. His
mom has a whole nice house on the mountain. Come on now. He didn't come from like completely zero.
Wait, and he got a refrigerator too, don't he?
I believe he does.
Wait up. I think he does. Like, his thing is set up. I didn't too much, like, the bed is way too small, in my humble opinion.
Yes.
The bed is way, way, way too small.
But
Um,
he should have thought about that because he's only one person. Now there's two of you.
mhm. Hold on, let me see. I need to pull up that picture again because like there was a lot in that little space. What's the name of this show?
Love Off the Grid.
Here we go. Got too many love shows. I'm trying to find that picture that I used for the thumbnail. Love Shack. Here we go. Let me see. Because I was impressed. Wait, and there's a shower in the corner, and in addition to the hose outside. You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Like he's got it.
He's got a nice little setup.
Yeah, I think that's the fridge right there. The water heater is right behind him. There's the sink, there's the toilet. There's the AC. I mean, this is kitted out.
Of all the places, he has like the best setup.
He does. He couldn't take the gun off though. Oh my God. I love it. But yeah, she has concerns. She's like, what's going to happen? You know, if we have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Well, girl, you get up.
Exactly.
No, the stove is outside. The stove is outside. The toilet is next to the sink, and the sink is next to the water heater, and then the water heater is next to the fridge. How is that working? Like, you don't ever put anything hot next to a refrigerator. I don't know. What's on the other side of the cabin, though?
Did we see that?
No, because that's where the filming is.
Right. I'm curious.
The cabin looks bigger outside than inside.
It does.
Maybe there's a table on that other side for them to sit down and eat or something. I would be using that porcelain commode. What are you talking about? I'm not digging no hole. And then falling in it? No. Because once you dig the hole, then you have to cover it over once you're finished with your poo. I don't know. No toilet next to the kitchen sink. No, that's a bathroom sink. I'm making a lot of excuses for this cabin.
Right. We want her to stay.
We do, but I didn't like it when she started saying, I could go and stay by your mama place. No.
Exactly.
And he held his ground, and in the nicest way possible, with a smile, and said, no, you got to give it a try here. Needs an addition with a composting toilet. Oh my God, Steven, you in this composting toilet. I don't know. But then he takes her on an excursion, right? Oh, did you see the bear skin on the bed?
Yes.
I'm scared. Okay. All right. Then he takes her around to the neighbors. He picks up some food from somebody. Then he picks up like fresh lettuces and vegetables from somebody else. They do trade and barter on the mountain, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they have that conversation where she brings up, I can go and stay with your mom. I think she should at least spend one night before she brings up going and staying with his mom.
Right, but I love the fact that when she brought it up, he's like, no, we could do that over the phone. You came here to do this. And I like the fact that he called her out. Like, it sounds like you're trying to run already.
Yep.
I like him. I like them together because he's going to hold her accountable.
Yep.
For the situation. He's not willing to budge on this issue, and I agree with him on it. This is how communication should work. It's just my opinion.
Stephen agrees with you. She don't get to run to his mommy. Glad he stood his ground. I loved it when he was joking. She was like, what if there's snakes out there? And he's like, oh, I think I got rid of all of the snakes. Ha ha ha. And he's like joking about it. That she don't got to worry about anything small out there. So just worry about the bears. But he's got a gun
Right.
for that. In a forest too. Love Charlie's cabin set up the best. Yeah, his is the best.
His is the best.
But his is money. His wow. Because he's got his little John Deere golf cart thing. He's got a tractor out there or a backhoe or something. Then he's got his truck. I don't know. Oh, excuse me.
Now we're talking about money. I want to say this. I'm going to need to see how these people make money. Because I don't care where you live, even if it's off grid, you have to make money because you need certain things. How are y'all making money? Sorry. Need to know.
Well,
Curious.
They have a lot of land because I think he lives on his parents' land, right?
I think so.
So maybe part of the land is agricultural.
Right.
And maybe he works there.
I want to see. All of y'all. Where's your income coming from? Because you're not gonna sit here and try to make me believe, oh, we're living solely off the land. You're lying because y'all going to the store, y'all buying food. I'm sure you have deliveries, especially those who have pets. Stop it.
Well, what's her name? Angela. She's Native American, so they get money.
Mm-hmm.
They get money from their tribes. They're always taken care of. At least I assume, because that's how it is down here in Florida. Who else? We need to know what Spence does. I don't know why I thought he was like a tour guide. Maybe it's because of that stupid hat he wears. I just feel like he takes people on a tour of the desert. But then again, he's not social, so he wouldn't be good at that. Never mind. Scratch it.
Right.
And then we know that what's his name is a goat farmer.
Right. But the thing is this, the reason why I bring that up, because to have as much land and everything that they have, and specifically the animals, it takes a lot of money to run those. I need to know how you're getting the coinage.
Joe is the only one that I see that this is what I took from his storyline. He was a goat farmer in Georgia, but then got this opportunity for a larger homestead and in Alabama, and is just bringing his goats there. That's what I assumed from his little thing.
From his package.
Yeah. The goats are a front. Wait, Skippy? The goats are a front. Wait, they're all growers? Growers of what? Maybe he barters and hunts. I think he does that because he just likes doing that. He has to have a job. Like, he has money. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a weed field on the land or a steel mill for corn whiskey on the land. For which one?
Joe.
Joe?
That's moonshine country.
In Alabama?
Yes.
Oh.
I like watching that show about the moonshine competition.
Oh, okay.
Like
Skippy, you ain't joking.
Like the way the land sits, where he's located. It seems to be, from what I've seen of the show, that seems to be along the trail of how the moonshiners transport their stuff. That's the type of area they would transport through.
He did say like about 30 of the acres was forest. Does he have that fenced off? Like,
He
how
will
do you
have
know
it
where
too.
your land ends and somebody else's land begins?
I'm sure there's like markers or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-mm. It's very interesting. Maybe we'll learn more about their work situations.
I want to know.
I'm gonna need Spence to do better though. Them like 12 car batteries that he got going,
Oh my, poor Spence. Poor
and
Spence.
that
Poor Spence.
water tank. Like, how you bringing a woman up in there and you popping a squat out in the dirt?
Right.
What you gonna do when she get a period? Like, sorry to be like gross, but
Here's my thing. She's looking for her forever person. She wants to settle down and be serious. I'm like,
with him,
with him, I'm like, because you have issues already. Like, you're not trying to become pregnant with him. Sorry.
she's a rolling stone. Cause then she say she like on her way through Grand Junction, she met him on a dating app.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Sometimes they make knives, pick wild ginseng, grow cattle. Oh. Spence needs a rainy rescue. Oops, different channel. Is that HGTV? Rainy Rescue? Homestead Rescue. I don't know. But yeah, that was the episode, y'all. These episodes go by so quickly. But this was Love Off the Grid, Season 1, Episode 2, Shacking Up.
This was good. This show was good. I like it a lot.
Out of all of them, I think Joe and Maisha will work for sure. I want desperately for Charlie and Jen to work. And I want him to, at the end, say, surprise, this is my real house here. It's right next to my mama's. And it's like a big homestead. And the cabin is just his little getaway. I'm hoping. Homestead Rescue on Discovery Channel. Okay. I guess this show was paying more.
Right? It's a good show. Because I just like it because you can see all the problems. And they're really honest about the problems too. I like anything that shows me like, look, this is the issues I'm probably gonna have, and I'm not sure. And they all said, I'm not sure I can do this.
Well,
I could honestly, I think Joshua's gonna make it through the night at the desert. I didn't. I saw him like, I can't do this. Get on the Greyhound. I'm going home.
The only reason why he didn't leave is because he's in the middle of nowhere. Remember, it was a long drive from
Right.
the gas station to her place, and how's he gonna get out of there? He don't know his way out. Mm-hmm.
I just know he's gonna either like go back in the car, so I can't do this, or call somebody. Look, this
Who is he
ain't
gonna
it.
call? On what cell phone? On what signal? From where?
Production got mobile hotspots. Quit playing.
They need a satellite phone out there. What are you joking? Like, this is ridiculous. These people, like, I can't in any of these destinations. But Jen, be grateful that you with Charlie, because if you was with the other people, you would have dead. I'm sorry. You the only one. No. Her toilet is technically outside because the shower is outside. Angela. Right. Jen, you're the only one with indoor plumbing. Stop complaining.
Thank you. Copper indoor plumbing.
You're the only one with air conditioning. You're the only one with hot water. You're the only one with a fridge. No, somebody else. Angela got a refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because her kitchen need renovating. I'm just saying, girl.
She has the best setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's small. Of course it's going to be small. It's a cabin in the mountain. What you expect?
His mama house. That's what she expect.
She need to get over that. Okay, wouldn't it be funny? And this is just me being a little bit messy.
Mhm.
Would it be a stretch to say like maybe for the show that his mama, his in real life, his mama lives in the cabin, and the how he normally lives at the house, but for the show they have to put him in the cabin.
If his mother wasn't legally blind, I would say
Hmm.
yes.
Okay.
But that's why I'm saying, like, I think that's just his hunting shack, and he really
Hmm.
does have a big
A
homestead
big
like the
homestead.
mom. I believe that. I'm hoping there's a twist at the end for her. That's asking a lot to leave your good house and your children in Titusville to that's asking a lot. And I'm just hoping that the cute little grin he has is like, girl, you know, I got a secret for you. And at the end, he shows her the house.
Right. Like that could be just his work cabin, like where he does the hunting and all that good stuff. He just does
Mm-hmm.
everything at there because that's where the hunting is, and maybe he lives somewhere. Like you said, he could probably live somewhere else. I wouldn't be shocked.
They got enough land.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, y'all, are y'all hooked on this show? Do you like this show? Okay, so Steven says, I like it. It's centered around the Rainey family, homesteaders from Alaska that rescue failing homesteads. Oh, that's cool. Can they rescue my condo? This is my equivalent of a homestead. But yeah, this was what is this? Love Off the Grid, season 1, episode 2, Shacking Up. Let us know your thoughts. You're hooked on this show, Steven. I think we are too. It's an interesting watch. It's a very short, it's a compact season. Was this released early on Discovery Plus? Yes, Cassie. We're watching it on Discovery Plus now. I'm sure that it'll come on TLC soon. But yeah, leave us. Hello, everybody in the replay crew. Thank you so much for chatting it up in the live chat, y'all. Check YouTube. They always have episodes on YouTube of all of the shows. They might not be the best, but at least you can get the gist of it. And worst case scenario, we'll just wait till it comes on in a couple of weeks on TLC. Okay, so everyone, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter and IG. Bring your friends to join the party and the conversations. Jamal, any final thoughts on this crazy
No,
show?
it's good. It's easy. It's an easy watch. I watched it this
Mm-hmm.
morning, and then when it was over, I'm like, that's it. That was
Mm-hmm.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think about how the show's formatted, there's really no filler to it.
No.
Kind of like how they did the Caribbean with 90 Day. Remember how those really
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any filler in the episode? It was just we got 4 couples. We had each couple gives a cool 10 to 15 minutes, and we out.
Yeah, 4 couples is perfect for the hour format. Really is.
Yeah,
You don't get too much, you don't get too little. Just enough.
yeah. I'm never mad at it either. That's the thing. I'm not mad. I'm like, okay, this is good. Like you hit all the you do what you're supposed to do. You hit all the couples. We out.
Yeah. All right. So I gotta go as usual. So we'll see you tomorrow where we do 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Bring your notes so that we can go over the show. Was it the last show last night? It felt like it. It felt like a lot of things were being wrapped up, and
Good.
then
Yes, beautiful.
Mike ran away in Colombia. It's so
He ran away?
stupid. It was the worst imitation of Paul ever, and I kind of missed the little penguin trot that Paul did.
Gotcha.
Mike runs normally.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But guys, bring your notes. Let's talk about it tomorrow. I'm just happy that 90 days feels like it's almost over.
Yes.
90 days is such a mess, Stephen. It really is. All right. So, Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.